My coworker acted so stupid for 3 years that nobody gave him any work. Then I accidentally discovered what he was actually doing on his computer. Arthur was breathtakingly bad at his job. If you gave him a spreadsheet, he'd delete the formulas. Not modify, delete the entire column. If you asked him to email a client, he'd forget the attachment. Every single time. If you CC'd him on a thread, he'd reply. All with a question answered in the first email. Once he printed a 200-page report single-sided instead of double-sided. His supervisor asked him to reprint it. He printed it single-sided again, on pink paper. After 6 months, management surrendered. They stopped assigning him tasks because correcting his work took 3 times longer than doing it themselves. Arthur was moved to a corner cubicle with zero responsibilities. He sat there for 3 years, staring at his screen, collecting $68,000 a year to be a highly paid decorative plant. I hated him. I was working 50-hour weeks, answering emails at midnight, and this man was being paid to breathe in an ergonomic chair. Every time I walked past his cubicle and saw him staring vacantly at a frozen Excel spreadsheet, my blood pressure spiked. Then one Friday night changed everything. I was staying late, again, finishing a report that was somehow entirely mine. The floor was empty. Walking to the printer, I passed Arthur's desk. His monitors were on, not frozen, not blank. His dual screens were alive with thousands of lines of complex back-end code. One showed a code editor with syntax scrolling in real time. The other displayed a live dashboard, user analytics, server performance metrics, for a functioning software product. Arthur wasn't staring at a frozen spreadsheet, he was building something. Monday morning, break room. Arthur was pouring coffee with a vacant look of a man who doesn't understand what coffee is. I saw your screens Friday night, Arthur. You're building a SaaS platform. The transformation was instantaneous. His posture straightened, the dull expression evaporated. His eyes locked onto mine with a sharpness that made me step back. His voice dropped an octave. Keep your voice down. This was not the Arthur I knew. The Arthur I knew couldn't operate a printer. This Arthur looked like he could operate a hedge fund. He walked me to the stairwell. No cameras. He explained everything. Arthur figured it out day one. In corporate America, the reward for excellence isn't a promotion. It's more work. You finish early, they fill the gap with meetings. The system doesn't reward efficiency, it punishes it. The harder you work, the more they take, until you're doing 3 people's jobs for 1 salary. So Arthur chose the opposite. Weaponized incompetence. He deliberately failed at everything. Carefully, consistently, just below the threshold of being fired. Management routed around him entirely. No tasks, no meetings, no oversight. 40 hours of unmonitored free time per week. High-speed internet and a dual monitor setup, paid for by the company. He used every hour to build a SaaS startup for small businesses. Coded it himself. Built the backend. Launched a beta with 300 users. All from his cubicle during business hours. While coworkers assumed he was staring at a broken spreadsheet. How much does the platform make? I asked. He sipped his coffee. Slowly, like a man who knows exactly where he stands. About 5 times my salary here. $68,000 times 5. Roughly $340,000 a year. Built in a cubicle management forgot existed. Then why are you still here? Arthur smiled. The first genuine smile I'd ever seen from him. Because the company pays for premium dental insurance, and I have extremely weak enamel. I stared at him. You're staying at a job you don't need, pretending to be an idiot, for dental coverage. The plan covers ceramic crowns. Do you know what those cost out of pocket? $1,200 per tooth. I have ongoing work on 6 teeth. This job saves me $7,200 a year in dental alone. Add the salary, the free internet, the air conditioning, and 0 responsibilities. This is the most profitable arrangement of my life. He watched me, waiting. He expected me to threaten HR. Instead, I sat down on the stairwell step, pulled out my notebook, and asked the only question that made sense. Arthur, can you teach me how to be stupid? He smiled. Not the vacant one from the floor, the real one. Lesson 1. Tomorrow I'm sending you a spreadsheet. The VLOOKUP will be broken, visibly. You're going to submit it without fixing it, and then your manager stops trusting you with spreadsheets. That's your first 40 minutes of freedom. We build from there.